Was just real excited to be able to go out and play another team to see if we've progressed and moved on from last week to this week defensively and offensively and being more patient, making good passes. And I thought again today that our intensity on defense really started to allow us to get out and have some spurts and score some points when we really needed to.
Courtney, talk about the sequence in the first half. You got the ball on the sideline that threw it over your head. Just kind of talk about that. How much of a jump start that maybe gave you guys?
That play, I feel like it was more of just a hustle play. I thought the ref was getting ready to call a jump ball, so I just tried ripping it from the other girl and just threw it back to our basket because I knew that our players would be running down.
Sharon, 2 games in a row here where the press seems to have been pretty effective and sort of jump-started things for you. Have you been pretty happy with what you've seen out of that in the spurts that you played it?
Yes, I've been very happy with it. And you know, and we were without Dee Dee, and she's really the one that sets the tone as well as KK and Courtney. So I was collectively really pleased with everyone, and especially with Brittany and Chantel and Matt. But our 4s and 5s really did a great job. So just, I mean, that's what gets us going, and that's great. But we've got to also be able to settle down and make sure, you know, we don't lose people when things do break down.
Why do you think it's been so effective? Just
they're playing hard. I mean, they're just going after it, and they like to run. So if they want to run, they need some steals. So it's a choice.
Just putting that into the first half sequence. It is just as simple as going at it 100%.
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, we knew that. You know, watching from the first game, we knew that our defense is what got our offense started. This game, we would have liked to have done it a little quicker than we did. We sort of settled in too quick, and I think that our defense just picking up the pace and, you know, running a full court press, I mean, really got our juices flowing, and I think that really pushed our offense to go.
Was it just a matter of having the right people on the floor to do that, or do you feel like
that and the amount of intensity? I mean, when you have someone, I mean, I think something just clicked, and I think we were just like, we got to get down, you know, we got to go, and I think that with the people on the floor, I mean, it definitely clicked, and we all got down and played hard.
Coach, to do what you did defensively without Dee Dee, you alluded to it a little bit, but does that, I mean, what's that say about the group that you could put out there and not have maybe your best defensive player?
Well, I think collectively our whole team's better defensively, but especially when you're full court pressing, I think we got a group of guards that really care about that defense. And with, you know, Dee Dee's length, and everybody knows that that's her specialty, you know, maybe we would have got more steals, got deflections, you know, but it just shows that someone else is going to step up and take that opportunity and play well and help their team.
KK, do you feel like this team has sort of shown a little bit of what it's going to be like this season in these first 2 exhibitions?
Yeah, most definitely. I think the biggest part is we've shown everyone that we can run, and we're going to run. So once we get a deflection or a steal and we're getting the ball, we're going. Every position 1 through 5, we're just running. So yeah.
Any other questions?
How is Dee Dee fine? She just had a little hyperextension yesterday.
Yeah, she hyperextended it. She kind of came in at the end of practice, went through some things, but, you know, I'm like, if you're not confident, don't get back in there. Had a little swelling this morning, but it's just a hyperextension, so she just, as soon as the swelling goes down, she'll be right back out, which should just be a couple days, and she should be ready full, I'm hoping, by Wednesday.
Just the 2 exhibition games, what do you think you've learned, other than the obvious that you can score a little bit more points than last year, but what you learned about your club?
I mean, this group doesn't care who scores. This group doesn't care who gets a steal, and I think that's the biggest aspect. I mean, it's a true team, and everybody knows that they have a chance to get on the floor and play, so they're going to go as hard as they can. That's the biggest difference. Every kid's going to run as hard as they can, defend as hard as they can, because we have a bench, and everyone is accountable, and everybody relies on one another.
Brittany, are you feeling like there's more openings out there for yourself because there's other weapons with you out there?
Oh, there's openings everywhere for everybody. I mean, I feel like, you know, the guards are getting good penetration to get the post open, and once the post game starts flowing, I mean, our posts are knocking down shots, that opens things up for the outside people, and I think that, you know, everybody's finding the holes and, you know, executing.
Sharon, you getting pretty comfortable with, like, rotations and things after a couple of games, and sort of what combinations you might like out there?
Yeah, and I mean, I don't really hesitate putting anybody in. Knock on wood, it's been the first time in my career that I've had that. but that's what you do when you're recruiting and you're trying to have that experience and that depth. But, you know, when game situations occur, there's going to be certain kids that are going to be in there. And I keep saying, if you're going to execute, you have a chance to be in. If you're not executing or you're taking a poor shot. But right now, it's, you know, I feel very confident when I put certain people in. And then, you know, some obviously, you know, there's certain kids that are going to play a little bit more, but everybody should be under 30 minutes.
And can you just talk about what Antoinette gave you today? Is that the kind of like instant offense type game she can bring you out there?
Yeah, I think everybody kind of saw what a healthy net can do. You know, when we're in practice, I mean, she can break anybody down one-on-one. I mean, she's just fun to watch. I mean, when she gets the ball, she's just fun. Everybody just watches, you know, to see what she's going to do. You know, she has to continue to get better on the defensive end, and she knows that. But, you know, she's hard to defend down low. She's hard to defend outside. You know, a lot of people are going to play for the drive, but she just can create for herself and for others. So, you know, we need other opportunities to score, and she's one of them.